Hello, everybody. This is Tombstone Terror Haunts, and I'm back with yet another banger, absolute masterpiece, absolute epiphany of a video for y'all today. I'm gonna be doing a bit of a different format. As you can see, I'm not quite used to doing stuff like this, so I just ask if you are going to stick through this whole video, which I really encourage you to do so. I want you to bear with me through any technical difficulties. I don't think I'm going to have any because I think I've got it all figured out right now. But yeah, let's get into this. So, a lot has happened today as of June 20th, 2024 at exactly 5 o'clock p.m. Spirit Halloween has just released basically their entire lineup of their new 2024 animatronics. And today, I just want to go through all of them, give my thoughts and opinions on some of them, or yeah, all of them. And yeah, I want to just share my opinions on these. Obviously, you may disagree with some of my opinions on these, and that's totally fine. Um, and if you feel so inclined that one of my takes was just really bad, please feel free to let me know because I really want to like get some engagement on these videos. Um, so yeah, let's start off by just watching the main video, and then we can break it down a little bit more after this.
My friends are going to show you a scary good time.
You've caught my eye!
Step right up! Come on, come on! Welcome to the carnival. Attention all kiddos! I found a lost parent.
With this ring? I do. Strange that you and I have never spoken on the phone. This is long overdue.
Alright, I bet that was a eyeful to take in, even though I'm sure many of you who are watching this have probably already seen this video like a couple hundred times by now. So yeah, I mean, there's definitely quite a bit to digest. Before I go into specific props, because most of these have videos, there's two in this video that I noticed, and I want to break them down a little bit more because they're not actually available yet, or they're not listed up on the website officially yet. Alright, here we go. This is a reskin of Mr. Dark and Hellspawn, but a witch, which I have actually thought about this concept before. Ooh, that is a pretty good looking witch face, I must say. Techie always does an amazing job with witches. I think they are probably I mean, Etsugai does do some pretty good ones too. But that's besides the point. I have thought about reskin ideas for the Mr. Dark mechanism, and a witch was one of them. However, I kind of envisioned, and I kind of would have preferred if she was actually on a broom. Because the whole, giant, going up to 10 feet or how tall he is, which that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. If she was on a broom, that would be really, really cool. I feel like that would be a bit of a bad idea because, broom is basically a chunk of wood or plastic if they were ever to make it. It's poses a safety hazard, and, I guess I understand why they wouldn't do that. But nonetheless, I think it would have been really cool if we could have seen that idea of just a witch on a broom on Mr. Dark reskin, or even the Emmeline mechanism, which I don't know if that would work as good as this mechanism, but nonetheless, I think it still would be cool. I was really hoping for an Emmeline reskin this year, but maybe we'll get that next year, because that's kind of what happened with Mr. Dark. There was a year in between where there was no reskin, so yeah, there's that. Let's see if I can find the second one. Oh, here she is. Now, this thing, I've got no clue what that is. I mean, obviously, it's a girl. I can't tell if it's supposed to be a doll or if it's just supposed to be just a girl. But nonetheless, this is really cool. I'm digging it. It's pretty gory. I mean, around the face, not so much the dress, but I mean, hey, that's all right. I don't really have much to say about it because I don't really know what she does or if she says anything. It definitely does look like it's supposed to be a doll, judging by the legs and the overall shape of her. I mean, but nonetheless, this is a really cool thing, very unique, I must say. All right, so that's enough of the ones that don't have official listings yet, and I did hear that there are a couple of online only ones as well. So I can't wait to see what those are if they are in fact like actual props. All right, I'm gonna start with the blast from the past props just to get those ones out of the way. Cerberus. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not sure why they brought back Cerberus. I mean, I like him, or I did like him, like as a kid. 2015 was like my first official year that I went to Spirit. I mean, I did go like 2014, 2013, but I didn't really pay attention to the props. 2015 was the first year I really got into it. I liked him a lot back then, but as I've gotten older, he's just kind of grown off on me a little bit, and I guess it's cool that he's coming back every year, but in the same breath, it's kind of like, why? Like, I don't think anyone asked for it. Like, I mean, he came back in 2019. I feel like that was pretty good enough. I don't really know. I don't know how to feel about him. I'm not gonna play the video because it's just the same video as the previous years. Twitching Banshee. Now, I'm pretty pumped for this one. Now, let me tell you, this thing low-key gave me some trauma when I was a kid. Like, I was so afraid of this thing. I refused to go to the back of the store. Spirit Station Zombies, or whatever it was called. You know, they had this prop, and God, she's horrifying. Like, genuinely horrifying. She does look a little bit different in here. The face has a... Oh, wow. Okay, this is my first time zooming in. It definitely has a better paint job. It definitely looks a little more realistic. The eyes definitely look a lot... Oh, my God. That looks a lot creepier than the other one. I know she did come back at Costco, but the thing is, where I live, I don't have a Costco near me. And I didn't even know that she was brought back until like a year later. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting her. Like, even though she's online only, which, you know, I'm pretty disappointed about the returning ones being online only, but still, it's Twitching Banshee. You can't go wrong. And I believe she's 230. Towering Clown and her are 230. Up here we are. Alright, so it looks like Towering Clown is in stock. I'm pretty sure it's the same video as before, maybe?
I'm starting.
Yeah, it's the same video. Towering Clown's cool. I mean, I never was really crazy about him. I definitely kind of liked him the more, like, years went on. Like, I like him way better than Hugs. I like him a lot better than most of the clowns that we have been getting. But honestly, he's not that crazy to me. He's creepy, don't get me wrong, but he's not too special to me. So yeah, that's Towering Creepy Clown. Alright. Now let's get into the licensed props. Now I've got quite a bit to say about these. Alright, we got Ghostface right here. So let me tell you, this thing is pretty impressive. I was totally caught off guard. I thought it was going to be a pretty crappy Ghostface. Probably not as bad as the 2021 one, but let me tell you, this kind of blew my expectations away. Here, hold on. Let me find the video. there is a individual who has uploaded some of these videos, so let me go ahead and find those. Okay. Sorry about this. Here we go.
You teach a class about slashers, and you still walked into a dark alley. Alone.
Strange that you and I have never spoken on the phone. This is long overdue.
Alright, whoops. Alright, so that was Ghostface. Now, I really like the customizability on this. I feel like this is something that we're slowly getting in. Well, Shorty did have it, to be fair, with the boxing gloves and the regular hands, but this, you have two different masks and two different weapons, which, that's a pretty cool feature. The slashing is straightforward, it's blunt, it's dramatic, I love it. Which mask do I prefer? I'm not too sure. I'm not super familiar with the Scream franchise. I've watched the first couple of movies, but beyond like Scream 4, I think I've watched Scream 4. Beyond that, I kind of get lost. But I mean, this is a great Ghostface prop. Way better than the 2021 one. And honestly, I'm gonna go on record. I think this is better than the Jemmy one. Yeah, I really do. I think there's much more detail. The movement is much more dramatic, and it don't have those light up eyes for whatever reason. Granted, the Jemmy one was a bit more animated, but it's only one more animation if you really think about it. It just has a body turn. This has head tilting and arm movement, a much more better arm movement than the Jemmy one. It's got, the phrases from the movies. It's a good Ghostface prop. I'm very happy with that one. Alright, Emily and Victor. Now, these guys, I'm gonna be honest, these guys definitely blew my expectations. Here, I'll play the video.
With this candle, I will light your way in darkness. With this ring, I ask you to be mine.
You kept your promise. You set me free. Now I can do the same for you.
Now, I will say, I'm not super familiar with Corpse Bride. I have watched it, but I was a kid, and I don't really remember the movie that much. I really do want to watch it again after seeing these guys. But these things are great. Like, the animation is straight up Disney quality. I was not expecting them to be so fluid. There's this one moment in the video.
Now I can do the same for you.
Hold on.
You set me free.
Look, the eye blinking, the subtle eye blinking is just, I've never seen it done like that before. It's really fluid. I really like them. And which one do I like better? That's kind of hard to say, because I mean, you kind of have to get them both. From what I'm aware of, they're both $300, so I mean that's $600 if you don't use a coupon. But honestly, I think it's worth it with the amount of animation, and it also has a feature where you connect them to connect them together. Excuse me. These things are great. I love them quite a bit. I would not get them personally because, again, I'm not super familiar with Corpse Bride. Then again, I have bought Shorty and I didn't even watch the movie, but that's besides the point. Speaking of not watching the movie and might purchase, Art the Clown. Now I know he came out quite like a week ago or something. But let me tell you, this thing is fucking awesome. Yeah, I'm a swear, alright? I don't care. So, that's Art the Clown. Honestly, completely puts Party City to shame. I know some people say, you know, oh, this one's got this and the other one's got this. I mean, they're, you know, the same. No, this is a superior one. Like, I'd say by far. The face is so much better. The Party City one looks like the crappy, like, China fake mask. This looks straight out of the movie. The animation, I love that waving motion. That's really cool. The head turning is very sinister. I really like that. The body movement, it's obviously a nice touch. The horn honking. I haven't seen the Terrifier. I probably will watch it because, you know, there has been a lot of hype around it, and it does look like a pretty scary movie. This is one that I definitely would consider purchasing. I will definitely watch the movie just to get some more, you know, knowledge, because I don't want to buy a prop, you know, with little knowledge about it, even though I already have done that. Moving on. Alright. Michael Myers. Michael Myers. Let me see. I don't know. This one is kind of growing on me. I will admit that, but honestly, kind of a disappointment. And let me explain why. If I can find a stupid video. Alright, hold on. Let me just. I'll leave a link to this person's channel down below if you are interested in that. Here he is. Sorry about the low quality. Alright.
She takes the time.
You know, it's not bad. It's definitely not anywhere near the 2020 Michael Myers, the one from Lowe's. Right? Wasn't that one at Lowe's? And then they brought it back. I don't know. There's been so many Michael Myers animatronics. It's honestly like kind of tiring. This is better than the 2018 one, definitely. But in terms of Jemmy ones, nah, I don't think so. I don't think it competes. Like, alright. The face looks a little bit off. I don't know why. I can't really pinpoint an exact reason why. I think it's the hair. The hair really just looks like a wig. It doesn't look, you know, flush with the mask. Which I guess that is to be expected, but yeah. I do like his jumpsuit. The jumpsuit's very detailed. Got the bullet holes. That's definitely nice. The hands look pretty nice. Apparently this is SVI. Unless I'm mistaken, but I'm pretty sure this is SVI who makes him. Yeah, it definitely looks like a base from SVI. Yeah, I don't know. This guy he's not really ringing to me. He is online only, which I kind of wish I saw him in person, because then maybe I could form a better opinion on him. But, yeah, oh yeah, and he doesn't even play the Halloween theme song. Like, goddamn, that must be like the hardest license to obtain, is that theme song. Just like, none of them have had it, except for the Jenny ones and the 2018 one was original. Like, yeah. That's Michael Myers. Alright, these guys don't have videos, or except for Cotton Candy Dan, but I'll still go over them just based on how they look. Alright, first off, we got the Ringmaster, which... it's a Ringmaster, alright. I'm really looking forward to what is going on with his chest, because that looks really interesting. some projection. I really hope it looks good. I really hope it's not like, you know, cheap or like it looks really bad. I really hope it looks good. And I like that it's not a clown. That's like, I was praying that it like wasn't gonna be like a carnival barker. I don't really like carnival barker. I'm just gonna put that out there. But this thing looks really cool. I like he's a big ringmaster. It's got the staff. The outfit looks really good quality. Oh wow, that's a big base. I'm just noticing that. It looks like a techie base almost. That if this is techie, then we could see some pretty cool innovation over here. I like the way that he looks with his head back. That's definitely a cool feature on him. Would I get him? Probably not, because I feel like if you are in the market for a ringmaster, you already have a big clown carnival circus display already, and I don't really have that, so I feel like he's definitely like a special animatronic in that circumstance. Nibbles the clown. Now, this thing I was at first kind of like on, but now that I've, you know, seen a little bit more of him, and according to the description, he's got motion tracking sensor technology that follows you, which, if it works correctly, that's pretty sick. That's pretty groundbreaking technology right there, because now we're getting into interactive with the patrons. Like that's pretty big. But other than that, like he's a solid clown. Like I love the hat, I love the sculpt on him. He's got a bite out of his lollipop. I like the color scheme. You don't see yellow and blue in that combination that often. Standard SVI shoes, I'm pretty sure that's Towering Clown's exact shoes. Yeah, to be expected. Face is a pretty nice face, I will admit that. The eyes look really cool. It's got big mouth. Yeah, overall, Nibbles is a pretty good clown. Probably wouldn't get him. Bobby Strings, I'm all over this thing. Let me tell you, I've wanted it. Okay, I believe it was like 2017 or 2018. Poison Props put out their like booth video, and one of the props was like a Slappy full-size pneumatic going all crazy, and like when I saw that, I wanted it so bad, and I've wanted a puppet animatronic ever since, and we finally got one. And let me tell you, this thing's awesome. 7.7 feet, that's almost 8 feet tall. Like, it looks small in the pictures. If it's that big, that's pretty impressive. And I saw he is in the main video that's on the website. He does move his legs and arms, like, you know, up and down, which, yeah, that is to be expected, because like I don't expect this thing to be dancing all crazy. He looks really creepy. Like, yeah, Bobby Strings, I honestly might pick him up. I'm not even joking. Barnaby the Bear. This is a bit of an interesting. This is interesting, I'll tell you. Now, when I saw Barnaby in the initial teaser, I was pretty nervous, because I was thinking that he was going to have like the Roman creepy bear face mask as a face. But it turns out, no, it's definitely a bit more of a realistic bear. Well, I say realistic lightly, because it's not really that realistic, but nonetheless, it's definitely a bear. I like the outfit on him. The outfit's pretty cute. The ball looks pretty cool. And I saw in the video, he does have some pretty big movement. Like, he does look like he's bouncing on this ball, which I'm really interested in the mechanism behind him. Yeah, it makes growling. I was hoping that he wasn't going to talk. It doesn't look like he is, which is good. Yeah, I'm really excited to see Barnaby in person. For right now, I don't think I would buy him, but maybe if I see him, maybe that'll change. Alright, Cotton Candy Dan. A lot of people's favorite. $330 is a bit of a high price, I'm not gonna lie. Here, let's play the video.
Yum, yum, yum! Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's not. One thing I'll tell you though, it'll do more than rot your teeth out.
Alright, so that's Cotton Candy Dan. Now, tell me if you observe this too. I feel like he's kind of robotic. Like, his face and his voice, it makes him sound a little bit robotic. Like, THD, almost. Like, I get kind of THD vibes. Like, he's got the one red light, and he's got, like, you know, the mechanic, raspy voice. I don't know. I don't know if that's what the intention. Probably not, but nonetheless, this is a pretty cool prop. Now, the head at the bottom, I'm not sure how I feel about that. If it was a little bit more realistic, I feel like it's a little cartoonish. I'd probably be a bit more into it, but Cotton Candy Dan's definitely a good one. It's just not really my thing per se, but it seems like a lot of people like him, which it's definitely understandable. But yeah, that's Cotton Candy Dan. All right, the oddities and curiosities. This is where I'm let loose a little bit. All right, Gravestone Ghoul. Here, let me put the video up first. I actually really like this guy. Yes, he is very simple, but I think it definitely works in his favor a little bit. And for 180, I mean, you're getting basically a prop and a tombstone, and the prop does have a pretty wide range of motion. I mean, he's basically Twitching Corpse, just shorter. And similar to Twitching Banshee, I did see videos of Twitching Corpse as a kid, and I was pretty terrified by him. And the audio is definitely a big selling point for me, because that audio is pretty nostalgic for me. I really like the tombstone. That's some pretty good detailing on the tombstone. The zombie face, definitely... Oh, I can't even go... Alright, whatever. Definitely an interesting zombie face. Probably could have been a bit more, you know, zombie-like, maybe a bit more detailed. Maybe get rid of those green eyes. I don't know why they gotta put LEDs and everything, but alas. I do like his position, just kind of hunched over this tombstone. It's nifty. Leave it at that. It's pretty nifty. Night Terror. Now, when I heard the name Night Terror, I was imagining something along the lines of Deathstalker. I have Deathstalker. I love Deathstalker to death. And when I heard Night Terror, I was just like, that's very similar. It's very vague, like Deathstalker. Like, it could be literally anything. I thought it was going to be, like, some four-legged beast with, like, fangs and, like, horns. Like, I was thinking crazy stuff. I was not thinking remotely close to a pumpkin monster. Let's play it. Now, when I first saw this video, I said to myself, it's like, I'm guaranteeing that this is a sound and light animatronic. And lo and behold, it is a sound and light animatronic, which makes sense. If it was any other company, I'd be way more pissed off. But it's sound and light, so I'm just like, okay. They're known for making pretty mid-poor animatronics, except for Gordo. He's the only exception. We got Tombstone Terror, Eternal Rest, and this guy. So, I mean, it's to be expected. But he is 6 feet tall and only $100, and he doesn't look that bad. It's just my expectations for a Night Terror were so much higher than this. Like, I actually thought that this was just another prop. I did not think that this was Night Terror, but it is Night Terror. I don't like the fact that the pumpkin's all black. If it was a little bit more like Gordo's color scheme, but maybe, maybe like darkened it a little bit, maybe then it would make the look a little better. The outfit looks all right, I guess. It's just, I'm struggling with this one. Like, I want to defend it, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't know. But then again, it sounded like, and this is their first, like, standing 6 foot tall prop, so I mean, it's definitely a bit of an experiment for them, so I'll give them the benefit of the doubt, I guess. Alright, here we go. Wanda Webworth, this thing. Whew, let me tell you. I think I'm getting it. I really want it. Like, this thing is fucking awesome. I've always wanted just big bug, like, spiders, like, mutant. I love these type of mutant creatures, like, because this is clearly just no normal spider. This is something went wrong here. And oh my god, this thing is just, it's beautiful. And that's why I love Deathstalker and props like that. It's just like, what is it? But like, it's so cool. Like, just look at it. It's, the face is so, like, when I heard the name Wanda Webworth, I did not think that this is going to be one that I was going to buy. I thought it was going to be either a ghostly woman with like a spiderweb dress with spiders on it, or it was the same type of concept but had spider features in her face, like 8 eyes or, fangs. But that's basically all I thought. I did not expect this level of grotesqueness and just, I love it. I'm all for this. I'm all for Wanda Webworth. Definitely one that I might pick up. The Cremator. Yeah, this is a conflicting one. Let me just play it.
Cross the threshold where the dead walk free. Enter, and in the darkness you will find me.
Alright. The Cremator. Alright, first thing, I can just automatically smell the techie. The voice is just so techie design, it's not even funny. I'm a little let down, but at the same time, I'm kind of not. Like, when I saw it in the teaser, like the first teaser with the skull, I was kind of like, yeah, the skull looks a little weird, but I'm really hoping he has a really cool face. I was really picturing like a charred, like, grotesque, crumbling Reaper face on this guy. But not really. But no, he doesn't have a face at all. And he has a static prop at $200, which I'm not so sure about that price. I'm not gonna lie. Sure, he does have cool lighting in him, but I don't know if that's $200 cool. I was kind of expecting something pretty, like, grandiose with the Cremator. Like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling the Cremator. And I love props like that, but I don't know, this one just kind of missed the mark for me. Alright, Max Straw. Now, I'm gonna be real, I actually like Max Straw. A lot of people don't like him for some reason. I really like him. He's 180 and 8 feet tall, and let me tell you, I like to look at these props in like 2 different ways: the character and how I can use it. this prop in particular is like almost perfect for a haunt. Like, he's not being a lot. He's just a background character, but yet he does attract some people. Like, you know, he is 8 feet tall, so that means he is going to be a big beast. But at the same time, he's just turning his head and laughing, which I actually kind of appreciate that about him. Like, he's not trying too hard to be like this, you know, big, scary, I'm gonna tear your face off. And the pose that he is in is very unique to Scarecrows. Because, let me be real, I'm kind of tired of all the Scarecrow props lately. Like, I know we only get like a couple a year, but like, I don't know. The Scarecrows that we do get, they're all just kind of the same. I'm sorry, but like, this is unique. I've never seen this pose. I would have never even thought about this pose before, but I quite like it. Would I buy it? I'd consider it. Maybe at the 50% off sale, because I feel like no one's gonna buy him, and I'll pick him up if he's there at the 50% off sale, because I could definitely utilize him pretty well. Dark Princess. Okay, when I first saw her, I really liked her, but now that I've been sitting on it, it's kind of grown off me a little bit. The face is really cool. The ones where basically the skin just covers their eyes and mouth. There are a couple of it's either poison props or Unit 70 props, I think, that are like in the darkness haunted house. They like dangle from the ceiling and they all move around kind of crazy. They have a similar face to that, and those things freak me out. And this one's face does freak me out as well. But I don't know. Here, let me find the video. Cause yep, she has video. Now, it's basically a Dagger Mike reskin with a little bit of Desmodus, because the wings do pop up. I bet it is a very effective jump scare in person, but I don't know. Like, it's kind of plain. It's kind of boring. And Dark Princess, it's not really reflective of that. I mean, when I heard Dark Princess, I was thinking of, you know, some, like, huge, like, you know, majestic, you know, big detailed dress with, like, a lady. Well, I don't know, it was like, maybe she is a devil or something, or a demon or whatever. I wasn't really quite picturing this. Like, this is kind of, if it had a different name, maybe I'd be a little bit more into it, but I don't know. I'm kind of torn on this one, and I'm not so sure how to feel about it. So, yeah, that's Dark Princess. Alright. Demonic Gatekeeper.
This is the point of no return. Your cries and screams are futile.
Alright, so okay, I do like him. Like, I really do like him. He is definitely pretty cool. He looks big, but 3.5 feet, like, that's not that big. So I really want to see him in person. Maybe that'll adjust my opinion on him. $200, I do think that's pretty worth it if he looks as big as I think he's going to be. The face, okay, I'll give it. The face is definitely a pretty unique skull face. It's just with a name that, like, Demonic Gatekeeper, I was really hoping and imagining like a devil, like a I don't know, maybe a Baphomet-esque type figure or like just a demonic prop in general, similar to Hellspawn, maybe a little bit more gruesome or something. But I wasn't really quite picturing this, and it's just kind of just a generic Reaper, which, you know, I'm kind of sick and tired of these just generic Reapers. However, I will say, the chest fog effect, that's pretty cool. Like in the video, you can see how it just kind of like...
This is the point of no return.
Yeah,
Your cries and screams are futile.
I don't know if that's the wind in the video that's causing that, or if that's an actual intended effect. I'm really interested to see that. It does give off Smoldering Zombie kind of vibes, or Smoldering Reaper a little bit. Demonic Gate, yeah, I mean, overall, Demonic Gatekeeper, he is cool. I actually do I do like him quite a bit. I probably wouldn't get him, but yeah, he's pretty cool. Okay. Giant Death Ray. Holy crap. Let me tell you. Let me get the video up real quick. Nope, that's Gravestone Ghoul. There's Giant Death Ray. Again, not what I was expecting when I saw the name Giant Death Ray. Although, I think this is better than what I was envisioning. When I heard the name Giant Death Ray, I was envisioning a little alien with a giant machine of some sort. Like a giant laser beam, a giant Death Ray. I was thinking it's like an alien that kind of looked like the little alien that's on Dr. Quantum that the AI Distortions dropped this year. But no, it's this giant alien ghostly figure, and I quite like him. Aliens gotta be up there on the top of like my favorite Halloween monsters. Me and Hawkwarmer definitely have similar tastes. I'll just say that. Aliens definitely. Oh, I didn't even know he has feet. Oh wow, that's interesting. It definitely resembles a Roswell alien, but like not. And that's what I love about aliens. They can just be basically any creature that you want. I like the lights in him, like, cause again, aliens can just be whatever they want. Like, yeah, why not? Let's just put some strobing lights in them. And the servo in the head, that's very fluid. I really like that. I didn't even notice he had the feet. I really like the look of those feet. I'm just pointing out details, all right? The slim body to him is just, it's really uncanny, and just the death stare in those eyes. It's really cool. He is one that I would definitely consider. I think he's going to be $350, which it makes sense for an animatronic this tall, but again, that is pretty pricey. He does look like he is in store though, so at least I won't have to worry about the shipping if I do decide to buy him, which I think I am. So yeah, I mean, that's basically the overall view of this lineup. I mean, alright, so ones that I would buy, definitely Wanda Webworth. I'm guaranteed. I think I'm gonna pick her up, definitely. Giant Death Ray. If I can if I can accumulate the funds to purchase them, I definitely will. Art the Clown. I mean, that I forgot to mention, he is $200, and that's a really good price for what he is and what he does. He's definitely a tempting one. Bobby Strings is a very tempting one. And Twitching Banshee, I think that'll be either a birthday or Christmas request, because my family does usually like to get me an animatronic for either my birthday or Christmas. So yeah, I mean, honestly, overall, this is a very solid lineup. compared to last year, I think, okay, this year's licensed lineup is definitely a lot better than last year's. I mean, last year we had Slim, Martian, and there was one more, wasn't there? I can't. Oh yeah, Pretty Woman Leatherface. Those are all party time creations, and oddly enough, no party time this year, which that's pretty interesting. I wonder what's going on there. I thought Michael was party time, but according to the Spirit Wiki, he's not. He's seasonal vision, so I wonder what's happening there. But yeah, definitely a better licensed lineup compared to last year. Clown-wise, I'm gonna be honest, Heckles really carried last year's clown lineup. He's definitely one that I've teetered on the idea of still buying, even though, you know, he was a thing of last year. I really like Heckles, but all of these clowns are great. Like, they're all very unique, and I will have to give it to these guys. Like, these guys definitely do quite a bit. And I mean, for the overall characters, I mean, I think they both have solid potential last year and this year. I mean, yeah, I can't really judge that right now because I haven't seen any of these, and my opinions will definitely change. But yeah, overall, 2024 is looking like a very promising year at Spirit, as always. And so yeah, that is basically it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and this is the Tombstone Terror Haunts signing off.